Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a way to substitute this 16-pin connector on the Motorola Maxtrac or Radius series radio. Okay, these radios are showing up on the used market by the boatload. So a lot of times these accessories, this little plug is missing. Okay, and if you're into reselling or you want to get one up and running and it's missing this, you don't want to shell out $5 to $10 on a replacement plug. Okay, because chances are you got the Maxtrac radio for cheap. I happen to have this VHF one that is in really nice condition, and there's nothing wrong with these radios. They actually have really good audio. They've been around for a long time. But it's just you want to keep your hobby, or if you plan on reselling this, you want to keep it as cheap as possible. So these, they're not narrowband compliant, but they still work in the ham bands, VHF or UHF. You could use them to receive, the weather channel. Also, too, they still make good receivers for your local PD, or if they're still on analog. But like I said, today I'm going to show you how to substitute this pin. Okay, so if you get a radio that doesn't have this connector, the jumper and the jumpers, what's going to happen is when you power up the unit, you're going to get the display working, but you're not going to get any audio. Okay, so this one's, I took out the pin, so obviously it's bypassed, and the radio thinks it has an external speaker, and it doesn't forward any audio to the front speaker. So if you were to plug this in, which I'll do right now, okay, so I plugged it in, and now you could hear the boot up tone. Okay, and now you're getting audio to the front of the radio. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is, like I said, let me turn the radio. Okay, let me turn it off. Unplug it from the power supply. Okay, I'm going to remove this, okay, and I'm going to leave it up here so you could see what I'm going to do. Okay, so right here, okay, you could see that. Okay, still dark. Alright, there you go. Okay, what I'm going to be using are these jumpers. These are computer pin jumpers. Okay, these are a little long. I got these off. I didn't buy these. I got this off some other equipment I had laying around that I was gonna scrap, and I thought I could use these, and so I am able to use these. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna need 2 of these, and if you could see here, you have 2 wires on the outside of the pin, and this is how the pin goes. It goes in this way. Okay, so that's why I said it that way. Okay, so obviously we're gonna put on the side of these right here, we want to mimic those 2. Okay, and that's these 2 right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna insert the jumper like that. Okay, and now we have what would be these 2 wires right here. Okay, and then on this one, on the second one, there's obviously one wire coming out here in the top row, and there's 2 slots, kind of hard to see, but there's 2 slots that are open, which would be the second and third pin, and then the 4th and 5th pin are jumped. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the other jumper in there like that. Okay, so now these cost usually like from 1 cent to 2 cents if you buy them in bulk, maybe even cheaper, or if you have any computer equipment, hardware, look for them on there, and you might be able to scavenge these jumpers off. Okay, and like I said, these things they're in there pretty snug, so they're not gonna come out. They're not gonna go anywhere, and they do come out pretty easy, and they go in good. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug the radio back up. Let me get my power supply connected here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we turn it on, and there you go. See, you got the audio. Okay, I know some people they solder on the jumpers, which is great. But I mean, for time, the amount of time it takes you to solder, and get it prepped and all that stuff. Make sure you got a good connection. I think this is a very inexpensive way, and you might have these jumpers already for free. A while back I had about 30 Maxtrac radios, and instead of doing that, I did buy some on eBay for about $5. I got about 100 jumpers, including shipping. So if you need a large amount of these jumpers, just get them on eBay, or you might want to go to your local store and Radio Shack or Fry's or whatever electronic store you may have. Those stores tend to be a little bit more expensive, but if you need this on the go, ASAP, that's a good way to do it. Okay, all right, you guys have a great day. Bye bye.